but at some point, it's going to get difficult for them to be able to spend all their money. And if you can, if you can just find one window to do it, it's a huge swing. Like, and also you can float tags at the end of that game. All right, so switching sides here.
And I just want to address all the viewers tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really happy to get everything back up and running again. If there's any issues, please let me know in chat. Fixing the audio, fixing the mic, just doing my best to kind of get everything up and going. Right now, Dan is kind of, we have 48 viewers.
I actually just looked over. That's a lot. That's more than I've ever seen anybody watching an Octagon stream. So thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it, and we look to do more of this in the future. If you don't know, I'm planning on running an invitational Octagon tournament for store champions, and I plan on doing a broadcast similar to this one for the duration of the tournament. So this is part of the reason why we're doing this right now, is because we're trying to prep for something prettier, something bigger, something more fun for everybody.
Yeah, and you know what? Since we have a chance for this too right now, I figured I'd reach out. We're looking for people who can make a nice overlay for us to be, make this, a little bit more polished, a little more nice. So if anyone has, any good skills with Photoshop, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to have, your artistic skills on this, and more than welcome to put credit towards you guys to help us get this going. So.
All right, so to the game, another Near Earth Hub. This time it's Near Earth Hub Grail, which I think we saw last time we were doing this against Noise. Rotom with Noise decided to keep his hand of Gamble, Mimic, Yogg, Parasite, and Knight. I think this hand's a little bit sketchy, actually. Having the turn 1 Gamble is good, but as Noise, assuming that he's playing Pawn Shop, I really like to mulligan for either Pawn Shop or Draw, because this deck sucks when you don't have Pawn Shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I played Noise during Worlds, and the games where I did not find Pawn Shop, those were the most grindy games. I kept playing RP, so you could imagine how bad it was to not see Pawn Shop.
Yeah. I know how it is.
I think at Worlds, out of 7 opponents, I played 4 RP.
I really tried to build Noise before Worlds without Pawn Shop, like spending influence on like Lucky Find and stuff like that, just because I didn't want the inconsistency of Pawn Shop, but it just didn't have enough power without it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get Steel Skin, I guess, in the new box, and you have Earthrise for influence-free draw now, so Noise actually is getting more and more consistent as time goes on at finding that Pawn Shop, which I think is the key to making Noise really good. You still might have problems finding your breakers and things like that, but the AIs like Knight and Crypsis and David and stuff will get you by, especially with Parasites running everywhere. So with a no R&D ice, there's a Mimic and a R&D.
Throws down a Merlin onto R&D. Noise is already 1 counter on medium. He's got to be careful here, because if he runs into R&D and he doesn't have the correct... Because Yogg is strength 3, he needs the strength 4 program to be able to deal with Merlin. Oh, he's going to get hit here. He's going to get hit here. He's going to lose a program also.
And he's going to lose a program.
So he's probably going to lose the... I would say he would lose a medium.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, because you don't want him to see 2 cards at this point, right? Because he just did a fresh draw with NEH ability. So I would opt to take rid of the medium.
Well, the other side of that coin is that he has this Landslot in hand. So if he's going to want to like expand, if he draws another Landslot or if he draws, something else, blowing up the Mimic could, it could turn his trashing back on. And with 2 damage to the face, he's got Eli in hand. He can shore up R&D next turn. I think I would actually blow up the Mimic here. Also, if you just virus scan at any point in the game, Mimic gets turned off. Sometimes that gets incidentally good.
Fair.
So yeah, I think I would give up the access here. And Parasite and Yogg go down.
That's painful. That's painful.
I mean, any which way you slice that one, it's going to be painful, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Rotom can get a little lucky with these accesses, and it looks like he's not.
That's an unfortunate whiff. Really
now he's sitting there with a Knight in hand, a Mimic, not a lot of money, and a plastic.
Hey, Blue Sun, that's what happens, right? Blue Sun
I
came in
don't
the
even
meta.
play Plastic Noise. I just hope to be able to imp crap.
Yeah. Just hope you can get your pawn shop and keep money up.
I mean, you know, you can trash, like, you know, you can trash some Scorched or something from the top of R&D, maybe prevent him from trash a C, maybe prevent, like, the search up. Noise out of all the runners, I think, has the easiest time dodging Scorch without Plascrete.
Draws a Grimoire and a Corroder. It's not answers for Merlin right now. Draws
No, this is just a whole lot of icebreakers. Not a lot of money. So just the one sure gamble as economy is definitely showing itself to be sketchy. We're just going to see Neerathon wreck everything, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter if you're playing Grails, Trick of Lights. The important thing is that you can fast advance a stupid Astro Script and then fast advance the other ones. I mean, really when it comes down to it. Especially with Daily Business Show now. Like, man, it's just got so many tools. It's so fast.
So fast.
Look at all these economy assets up. Like, he's set for the game. He doesn't need to play a money card ever. Even with expensive Grail Ice.
Draws what? Lance? Oh no, Galahad. I guess we're just waiting for the fast advance tool here, bro.
Yeah, he just takes 2 credits. That's interesting. He discards closed. Okay, that's fair. It's unlikely to be particularly good. Now he's got 2 Astros in hand and no way to fast advance them.
Draw a cash, which is pretty nice. Get some money in there.
That is good. Now we can't see these face down cards in archives, can we?
Nope, I'm showing them right now. We got Sansan, Close Accounts, DBS, and Galahad.
Oh man. That's not very good.
Not at all. And I got my buddy Corey on stream saying Dean's Hot Ant.
Alright, goes to look at all that garbage. It's not agendas. Not unwise. You want to do that probably because if Jackson ever gets drawn, it's all going to get shuffled in.
That's all your hard work on.
And he just takes a credit. I think you have to think about taking that credit before running, although I'm not sure you can even afford to steal an NAPD here.
There's a Beal.
Hedge fund over Beal off the DBS. Still no fast advance. We'll see. Maybe you could really think about building a remote here, I think. So he's going to go ice and put credits on marked accounts. This signals to me that he wants to clear next turn, and I think it's a pretty good move. So Parasite's got 2 counters on it. Merlin's a 4 strength ice, and then you've got this medium, and more importantly,
we might have to
next turn, if you don't draw a fast advance card, you actually don't want to be doing anything. Yeah, you have nothing to do. So you just want to like activate DBS more times, and the way you do that is you take your next turn. So I think next turn is a good turn for clearing.
After this down, we might have to recall Skype because it's been kind of choppy.
Oh, that's probably just my fault.
Oh, yeah. So that's already a Beal and an NAPD Bear to the bottom. We're just once again, there's just another scenario where DBS is doing so much work.
Yeah, Sam does take the opportunity to clear there. No surprise.
Makes sense. Got David on draw. There's a lot of programs in this deck. Is this a virus deck or is this a program deck?
I don't know, but my suspicion is that David's going to do absolutely nothing against Grail decks. Merlin's the highest one at 4, so that's pretty much as dead as Plascrete. I think you got to keep drawing here. Assuming you have like Aesops in your deck or Imp. Like if you draw an Imp here, and there's it.
Oh, there you go. See,
called it. All right, time to
Good
go
job.
get the DBS. It's clear that he doesn't have fast advance yet, and you're gonna want to keep him off that. He's either missing an Astro or a piece of fast advance, and you just don't want him to piece together that combo. Aside from the fact that Neerathub gets the draw off DBS for playing it, it's also really good in this deck just because it's always a combo deck at its heart. Like, you don't really think of it as a combo deck, you think of it as a fast advance deck. But it's really, I mean, the combo, you want to assemble the combo of Astro Script.
Login rejected.
Build another Sansan City Grid.
Okay, so that's 2 Sansans in the discard.
He's Merlin and Lancelot.
So if his ice is what I think, does he have Eli in play? He does have Eli out, right?
Yeah, and he draws an architect. Maybe all his
he might not actually be playing any Fast Advance aside from
Sansa.
Yeah, because here we start Architect, Eli, and the Grails. That's like all your influence.
Yeah.
Right? 12. I mean, he's got like 1 extra influence if he plays full sets of all of those, or he can play 3 Architect, 2 Eli. It's a lot of ice. I think I would. I think if I were doing it this way, I would probably think about like just 9 Grails, 2 Biotics, or like 9 Grails, 2 Eli, and Architect, and 1 Biotic even would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just having access to Biotic is pretty good. Like now he's got to install this in a remote, but against noise of any runner, you know, just installing your Astro in a remote is as solid as anything. Mm-hmm. With no breakers in play, even if he's got him 10, you know, he's just too slow to get it.
Just input that. Rejected. What else we got going there?
So he kept Lancelot, Galahad in his hand. I don't know how much I love that. I think I like playing out some Lancelot because you really only need to trash 1 program. And you did trash a Mimic already.
Yeah. He has 3 Lancelots in hand. If he wants to kill a program, he can kill with great prejudice.
How are you going to kill 3 programs at once unless you put one of those into play, right?
That's the point. Put one down and just bop, bop, bop.
Oh, there is still the Parasite over there, and it's up to 3 virus counters. So R&D potentially about to become a little porous. Although it's just damn scary running against Grail Ice without, you know, every breaker.
Draws Data Sucker, Deja Vu. I'm going to quickly take a look at this. No, I'm going to do it. But,
Don't do it. It looks like a standard noise deck. It looks like you just got an awkward draw.
I don't see yeah, I guess maybe just take out the wild sides altogether and just put Earthrise in.
Yeah. I think wild side's bad. I think it's been bad. I like Quality Time better than wild side before Earthrise came out, and now that Earthrise is out, I don't think it's even close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be playing wild side anymore. I think you can play like 3 Inject, 3 Earthrise, and then if you want, you can splash 2 Quality Time if you want more draw. Mm-hmm. But you don't need it.
Zarkar's good. That's a token checks.
Yeah, no go. Still no go. So, almost certainly going to see this other Astro script get scored.
Mm-hmm. I mean, 2 GBS, 2 Sansounds.
Yeah. Sam gets a sweeps week.
Oh, not slapping down the Astro, really?
Really?
I guess
he wants to. I guess he wants to shore up his servers.
Yeah. You can just put the Astro in the server again and not worry, because I mean, I don't think it can really get stolen.
That's a good point. Maybe that's the way you want to do it. And he just waits.
Oh, he just waits.
This is fine too. Like with the Astro already scored, I mean, Noise is gonna have to get in to get points, and right now he's nowhere near it.
Oh, found the ace up and finds an incubator.
Right. Incubator. Ooh. That's fun.
Okay, this game might be a little bit different now. Let's see where this goes.
Rotom only working with 1 credit, so he's definitely going to play that ace up. And then what?
Just spend money. Yeah, you just take 3, honestly. That's nice. If you don't have ace ups up, you actually have to click for credit.
Yeah.
Data Pike. Wow. All this Grail Ice and a Data Pike. Interesting.
But what is the plan against Merlin? What can he do?
Just Knight. I think Knight's the only thing.
But you don't even know where it is.
Yeah, that's the problem. So you have to find Crypsis maybe. I don't know. It's tough because that's why I had issues at Worlds, because if you have like ice that messes up with you and you don't have Data Sucker Secrets, you're just like, what do I do now? Draws 2 clone chips. Okay, so we see 4 influence splashing the clone chips.
Okay, that's not surprising to me. Unfortunately, he doesn't have 2 cash to
take advantage of it. Yeah, that would be great.
So what do you go and get? I mean, what are you playing here? I think you probably want to play Deja Vu for cash and something, right?
Mm-hmm. It's also smart that I like how Roto's kind of playing out the sorry, not Roto. Sam's playing out the Astro as if it's like an NAPD.
Yeah, I like this too. One great trick, guys, is if you've got the Astro counter and you want to do this, if this were a Beal instead of an Astro, and say you're on 4 points, you can make a Beal look like an NAPD, and then use your Astro counter and your 3 clicks on the next turn to get it up to 5 to get you 3 points.
Can be scary. Things like that. Runs into HQ. We're gonna see what ice get res here.
Takes the plunge and just sees the UI. So
nothing scary.
Really want to click through this? If I were, I think I would. I would click through this, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah, Skype just went like full retard when you're saying that. It sounded hilarious. Yeah. You're like, oh, okay. Pulls up a Lancelot. What ice is he showing?
Mimic's gonna come out.
Gonna show him Galahad and Lancelot.
Right. He's gonna get Mimic here, obviously, right?
Yeah. The only issue.
3 credits.
Yeah, he can only stop 2 subs. So, I mean, do you stop the 2 trash programs and just take the ETR?
Yeah, I think so. It's not exactly your program's trash here because you have ASOPs in play.
Yeah.
So even if your programs aren't very good,
totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. He's smart.
Totally forgot about that. All right, so that's better. Unfortunately, I think you just have to jack out here, right? Like.
Yeah, it can be scary. You don't know what's on the inside, right? That's the only issue here.
You know for a fact that any Grail is there. And Sam's got enough credits to res their road ice, so even if you continue, you can't even really tax him enough to stop him from scoring.
Yeah.
Login rejected.
He does jack out. With 1 click left, I guess you just play the clone chip. You don't want to commit, really. Play the clone chip, discard maybe the incubator. So with Data Sucker on 1, and the Grimoire in play, and the clone chip with the Parasite in the discard, the only Grail that can punish him is Merlin again. But because Sam took the time to advance again, he's going to be able to drop an Eli that he drew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to put that on IND. Now he's got 2 Astro counters, and he found the 3rd Sansa in.
That's RD, sees the Data Pike.
Oof.
You could do Parasite again, though. That's a nice thing. Because remember, he has Grimoire out, so I'll get a counter on it.
He's got Yogg in the bin. It might actually be wise to clone chip out Yogg right now, rather than Parasite. And then just have your Yogg. You'll save the Parasite. Use another chip and play. Yeah, so he just goes for the Parasite. This is fine too. Getting a Yogg would, it would allow him, with a Yogg and a Data Sucker token, he would be able to break Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
And, but does he want to keep going here is the question. He always has this medium and Data Sucker, so
I would go.
I think continue is actually maybe fine.
I would go, because the life of noise is nothing is permanent.
Yeah.
Nothing is permanent. I've crushed my Grimoire before because I needed to score something.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I've ASOPs like Data Suckers with 10 on them. You do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, with 2 Astro scored, I think you just gotta continue.
You gotta go.
You just gotta hope it's an Eli, basically.
If it's an Architect, then you just cry inside.
Well, if it's an Architect, yeah, I guess you cry.
What did he mill with two? Oh, he milled actually a Beal and Jackson.
Oh, that's good for him.
Something. It's the intense thought. What are we gonna do here?
This is a tough one. If nothing else, the data sucker. Oh, it is the Eli. I thought it was an Eli. So I guess you want to click here. You just like really need to get lucky and hit points.
Yeah.
But definitely awkward being on 3. This is the second time that he's going to access a Central with 3.
Login rejected.
Although once again, just like getting ace-ops this late means that
Login
he's
rejected.
Wow, and he doesn't even click Eli. So I don't know what he's looking for continuing there really.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna take cash. This is definitely a good move. And Parasite. Okay. Not bad.
Oh, I think I just got 2 more followers. So the cash, what are we going to mill at the top here? Let's see. Mills a Midway Station.
Oh, right. This is the Midway Station Grail. Even with this many subroutines, Midway Station has not impressed me.
Mills an Astro. Wow. So there's actually some value in the heat right now.
Yeah. There's still 2 Jacksons left for Sam, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know one got milled, right? But
yeah. So,
and he hasn't put any on the bottom. But now he's just going to go digging for it, I guess.
yeah.
He's got 8 credits, so he can't really protect archives with these grails. He has a Lancelot on archives, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Lancelot on archives with Galahad in the hand. And he goes to protect. He's going to put the toll booth on R&D, I guess for the future. He can't res it now.
No. The toll booth would be a really strong stop, just to make sure that the R&D doesn't leak out any agendas.
So Rotom has the ability here to like play Mimic, click for a credit, run archives, and just gain 6 points. All right, this I think is a little.
This is unfortunate. Killing Parasite.
Killing Data Sucker.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna kill the medium.
Well, he's gonna show 2, right? So he kills the medium and Parasite.
Yeah, and he has the Galahad to end the run, which is pretty damn important.
This is painful.
Yeah. But, I mean, Rotom's got the Mimic in hand. He can actually just go get it.
You could credit, install, and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's going to be able to think to do it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, if I was sitting in his position, being a noise player, and he's stopping me from getting in with a Galahad and Trash programs, then I need to make a priority game to that server, because there must be something of value inside there. And especially since there's no unres remote assets,
rejected.
There's not really any opportunity cost to showing the Galahad, because he doesn't have another Grail in hand, so even if he didn't have anything in there, he would still end the run. If not just to, keep him guessing about whether there's something in there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Could be a very big juke.
It
tastes like rib rub.
It's rib rub and brown sugar. And boiling water for points.
So see Roto draw into Aesop and into Deja Vu. So 1 for Cleft.
Thanks.
And what do we have inside the heap? Oh, we can install. Pass the turn.
Corroder. That's going to give Sam pretty critical chance to find a Jackson here. He does find Architect. Architect over Archives against Noise is pretty powerful.
It's so powerful. And there's Jackson, see?
Yeah,
So.
okay.
I don't know.
He's gone. And the game swings right back in favor of Neratop.
I feel like the check on Archives.
That's what we call a Jackson. He's got
Jackson,
3 agendas in there. What does he
Jackson.
have? Like
2.
bills?
He has Beal and Astra. That's it.
That's it. No breaking news. Okay.
No BRs. No BNs.
Sam is a little bit poor now. He's only got 6. With the toll booth on R&D, you could actually make like a reasonably good value run just by clicking through this Eli. But Rotom's going to decide now whether he wants to just ditch this medium altogether. I think it's probably a good move if he's got another one in his deck, because just installing another one is going to give him a counter off of Grimoire. Whereas this one, you got to spend basically your whole turn running through Eli and getting the counter.
Oh boy.
Tough call. You really want a second cash here, don't you?
Yeah, like
He's got another Aesop's in hand, which is just a dead card.
mm-hmm.
So I think drawing here is good. You don't really have anything you want to run at. I would suspect that the remote install is either a Jackson or a Sansan if I were him. Yeah. And either way, it's like, wow, is he just going to click up and run? Okay, so this is not going to do anything for him.
Unfortunate.
2 credits, man.
Oh,
And
God.
Merlin, that is the last thing he wants to see. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mimic.
Why? Saying bye to more programs.
Jeez, these Grails are just running all over noise.
Yep. It's tough. And he's going to take 2 net to the face, so... I mean, ideally, he doesn't want to lose Deja Vu. That's the only thing he doesn't want to lose in his hand.
Yeah, I agree with that. Alright, so he doesn't lose the contract. That's no big deal. But losing the Mimic is a big deal, for sure.
Oh, the Mimic might go away.
Did he play the Lance? Did he not reveal Lance?
No, it didn't go away.
Why isn't this Mimic trashed?
Oh.
Alright.
Sorry, commentaries cough for bouncing off each other.
Yep. There's an Architect install over Archives. This is fine.
Look over this.
It's maybe better than click, click, click for credits and discard Architect. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it seems like it's just a matter of time.
It's just tough at this point. I mean, what do you do in this situation as noise?
So, one interesting thing to think about is that the bottom cards are likely to be agendas.
Mm-hmm.
With the noise mills, you might be able to get there if you can mill the Jackson Highs, but we know that he didn't do that.
Yeah.
So they're going to get shuffled. No sooner than he has to, I guess. Actually, it might be good to shuffle in the agendas here. You actually want to draw them. And he's not getting into R&D. I think I probably would have shuffled in the agendas at the end of that turn.
Yeah. I mean, you just want to try to close up the game this fun. And his window of getting in is just like it's so far from being able to establish a good, stable way to get into the server.
Well, I mean, I don't know that Noise really needs a stable way to get into the server. He just needs to be able to get in enough that he wins. But
yeah, well, I mean, in reference to that, I mean, he doesn't. It's not stable in the sense like a shaper where they'll just lock you down, just lock you all day, but just enough to cause enough havoc to make you divert your attention from where's needed, right?
Yeah, it looks like he is playing like a more conventional breaker suite, maybe like 2 Croter, 2 Mimic, 1 Yogg or something, and then like Knight David, rather than the more common like 1 Mimic, 1 Croter, 2 Crypsis, 1 or 2 Knight, 1 or 2 David. That I think has been like the more common noise breaker suite recently, and I think it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Not against Grail though. Just Yogg is just not what it used to be, man.
No, I mean, there was a year where everyone was complaining about Yogg being way too strong. What are the designers thinking of that card? And now it's just like, oh, well, it's one influence for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's okay in Criminal, but I mean, we got new options. We've got like Refractor. We've got David to break Toll Booth. We've got Passport in Criminal, which is just, I mean, you can't get into remotes, but it's just really good. It's +1. Like, it starts at strength 2, which is important for Enigma, Data Pike.
Yep.
The more common code gates.
Just,
and then it gets right up to 5 to break Lotus Field and break Toll Booth.
Mm-hmm. It is so crushing though when you get locked out by a Quandary and remote from a Passport.
Oh, and I played Andy with Yogg and Passport, and I don't think I played a lot of games. I don't think it ever once happened to me. You have to like work to make it not happen to you, but you can fem, you can do other things.
Digiviz for Data Sucker and Parasite installs a Data Sucker, targets a line slot with the Parasite, and
not bad, not bad.
This is gonna go fishing into. I mean, there's 3 agendas there, but you just mill
Sam's
the
only on 3, so he actually is gonna get in here.
Yeah, it's just the only problem is Jackson's gonna save.
Still, though, I mean, you got to make progress somehow, and this is one way to do it.
This was a good way. Yeah, no, definitely. Just all that hard work is gone. It's just a terrible feeling.
Yeah, definitely a little slow to get over there. I mean, he really needed to make that outside mimic play, but I don't know how anybody could have really pulled that one off. He would have had to like trash that medium pretty early, I think. He ended up losing the medium to the Aesops, and I think he should have done it earlier.
Yeah.
He's been like pretty low on credits, and it hasn't gotten much flexibility. Wow. Did you just like forget to shuffle that in? Damn, that's rough.
Really?
What? Unless did he mill 4 agendas?
No, he didn't. I looked at the heat.
When he just played Data Sucker Parasite, did he just mill 2 more maybe?
No. So originally he had Astral Script and Beal, and then he he just milled the Beal with the last installation of the virus of Parasite.
So that was probably just a mistake.
What did he throw back in though? That's one of my curiosity here.
Well, he probably, clicked the Beal. He probably didn't realize there were 2 Beals in there. I thought he clicked the Beal and was done.
Fair. Literal garbage in stream is saying Game of Throws.
Game of Throws, yeah. A little bit.
But I think that's an honest mistake. I think it was just an honest mistake. He just didn't realize it was a secondary Beal got milled.
Alright, so he's going to go ahead and install a Sand and an Ice here. He is digging. One danger that actually comes up right now is that if Noise mills, all the Jacksons and all the agendas, which is like half of his deck right now. He's got 13 cards. We know that there's probably 7 agendas, 8 agendas in there, and 2 Jacksons. That's probably what he shoveled in with his last shovel. A Jackson was the other Jackson.
Yeah, that's what the chat's saying right now too. He put in the other Jackson.
Yeah. So
I can understand that. I mean, he's getting low on cards. He has 13 cards left in his deck.
He's got 13. Look, he's got 13 cards left. He's playing an 11 agenda deck. Means there's none in his hand. There's none in play. There's none in the discard. He's got 8 agendas, 2 Jacksons, and 3 other cards.
Yep. So I love you, chat. Love you guys. Love you, viewers. Keeping very diligent for us. Make sure we don't.
So all these mills are pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
he just draws
cash. No, cancel. Out of
yeah. I think you just got to pawn something there. I think you just got to pawn that sucker.
Yeah, pawn the sucker. You don't need it.
All right, Sam draws one of the aforementioned agendas / Jackson Howards. Looks like an agenda.
Ball advance credit.
That's what we call an NAPD, I guess. So does Rotom have a line that could even win in this game? I think you got to pawn something here. You can't just sit around on 0 credits. Like,
I think honestly you pawn the sucker. I mean, what?
you gotta pawn the sucker or pawn the Grimoire
No,
here.
he's not pawning it.
Alright, so he mills a card, probably an agenda.
Let's take a look. It's a marked yeah, sewer.
Oh wow! So one of the 3 cards that aren't Jackson's are agendas. Takes 3 credits. He's not going to get into that server with a knight.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have definitely thought about punting Grimoire there.
We were just talking about it earlier.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good to punt Grimoire here.
Yeah?
I think.
No, that's fine. Oh, Architect. Definitely not something you want to see either.
Well, this surprises me a little bit. If I were Sam here, I wouldn't have res this Architect. It puts him down to 3. There's no agendas there. Like,
there's like the top 5, and there's breaking news, a Beal, NAPD. I didn't see the last one. It was too fast for me. You put it
he's
down.
probably just gonna put an agenda on top of that sand there.
Oh, because then on the other side, draws the breaking news.
Okay. Yeah, see, like, how good was this Architect really? Like, you knew that all that was there is agendas. You have an agenda already in play. Like,
Mm-hmm.
all it does is, like, really, like, wasteful money, I think. And if he did put an agenda there, then you're seeding what could potentially be a good amount of points. Rotom, he has 2 clicks left to run these things.
So just install the marked accounts.
Yeah.
That's just go check what this is.
Right. That's cute. That's cute. It does make you want to look, right?
Someone in the chat mentioned that they should have put the Beal inside the protected remote and just say forget the NAPD, so that they can try to just get was it 3 points? 3 points to win.
Oh wow. Yeah. That would have been a great play. It's possible that this is actually a Beal, right? The agenda. Did you see it?
The agenda that's the advanced ones? It's an NAPD.
Okay.
Ice. Does he have enough money to break this? If he does, he's going to touch a Beal on top of the R&D.
Okay.
And then the next card after that is NAPD, which you can't steal even if you try to get in again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not bad. This is actually kind of hilarious. It's not bad.
But he's gonna check. He's gonna check that marked accounts.
Oh man, you see, this is why I love Netrunner, right? You just screw people this way. Just create snares are like, yeah, you have to check this card.
He just like moves these servers. Yeah, gotta go check that. Gotta go check that one.
Oh, you caught me.
Yep.
Next out. It's gonna score the NAPD. He's gonna draw an NAPD. Oh wait. Yeah, he's gonna draw an NAPD because he already had breaking news pin. And I just have to wait to score the BN.
Yeah. He could actually score NAPD fast advance style if he wants next turn.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, do you actually want to score this NAPD, or do you just score the breaking news? Rotom is on 2. So I think there's actually some merit. Oh, this has got to be wrong, right? The game is going to end before that's better than clicking for credits.
Oh my god, what's happening there?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
He's taking it real slow.
I don't know.
I mean, you could just score that with Astro counters if you want.
I guess so, yeah. I guess you just do that. And it's also trashes the hidden card and pays another $1.
Yeah. So that toll booth showing itself to be unresable.
Yeah.
I guess that's the Galahad now on R&D.
Yeah.
And he discards any PD.
This game's getting a little bit too tight because.
Do we know what this this other install is? Could it be a Jackson Howard?
I didn't see it because it was I was trying to look at the top 5 cards and I missed it.
It's probably Jackson if you just discard an agenda.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Galahad. It's gonna show him
Lancelot Merlin.
Yeah.
I think you could just take the Merlin hit here.
Do you? Yeah, I guess so. I guess the cards in your hand are not really that worthwhile right now.
But with breaking news, 2 Astros and the NAPD on 2 counters, he can win next turn. He goes advance, install, and then 2 Astros for the breaking news.
Yep, you got it. Yep, pace for breaking all of it. So it looks like he's gonna click through the last one.
Yeah. So is he just drawing dead? He's got 2 credits, so if he's gonna gain a data sucker counter, if he hits like a Beal here or an Astro here, and then goes for the hand, he actually has a 1 in 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's Jackson. He'll pop some stuff back.
This is a good move. Shuffling in non-agendas here. You can afford to leave that NEPD where it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can just even put in the deck just to spite him. It's like, here's an agenda. Can't touch it.
If he pawned the Grimoire, he could pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
He would have exactly enough.
Scores an Astro.
Does he get there?
Oh my god.
Probably not.
He scores an Astro.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
He's got one more chance.
Oh my
right?
god. You got one chance.
Got one chance of this breaking.
You know what? He could just run the hand. If he runs the hand.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a 1 in 5.
Oh my god.
Rotom showing why he's in 2nd place. Getting lucky.
Oh my god. No! No!
Alright, let's not say anything yet, because maybe he doesn't see it, although I assume that he sees this win.
Oh no. No. Ah, jeez. Oh man. That was too funny.
Alright. Well, that's going to conclude this one for me, Dean. I'm going to do longer ones, maybe multiple matches with you later. I don't know if you're going to keep the stream going now or not.
Sure.
But dinner's ready.
No worries.
And it's time for me to go.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Let me see what I can figure out right now.
Be on the lookout for StimX Store Champion Series coming up at the end of Store Championship season.
Yeah, all those are participating in Store Championships. Please, 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 if you can, record the tournament on iPad or to give information for the tournament, just when we have it. Oh, and just be sure to submit your decks and the winners. Just so we can get conclusive of everyone who's won Store Championships on record for us.
And I'm out of here.
Alright. Cool, guys. Okay, so I still have to kind of optimize the stream and kind of fix everything up. Let me just do that. Oh, that's wrong way. Thanks so much for all those who are watching so far. I'm going to pop the stream back on in, give me 7:33 right now. I'll pop it back in about an hour at 8:30. So that's 8:30 Eastern time. So any of those you guys are interested in watching, I'm going to see if I can maybe find a co-commentator to join me on Skype. If anyone's interested, feel free to send me a message on StimHack. Otherwise, I need to get something to eat too. I'm a bit hungry. We're going to try to make this a little more exciting. I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. If there's anything you guys can give me for feedback, I just reformatted this computer to make sure I can get all this stuff going up for you guys again so you guys enjoy the content. Please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in an hour.